My wife left me and the kids. I told them we were going camping. But the truth is, we were homeless. They were still asleep then, all three of them, huddled together under a thin blue blanket like it was the warmest place in the world. I watched their little chests rise and fall and told myself, just a few days, this was just a vacation. We pitched the tent just past the county line, behind a rest stop. Technically, it wasn't allowed, but it was quiet there. Yesterday, a security guard looked at me with this silent understanding, like he wouldn't chase us off. At least, not yet. I told the kids it was camping. Just us, I said, like it was an adventure. Like I hadn't sold my wedding ring 3 days ago just to fill the gas tank and buy a jar of peanut butter. The truth is, they're too young to know better. They think sleeping on an air mattress and eating cereal out of paper cups is fun. They think I'm strong. They think I have a plan. But I'm calling every shelter from here to Roseville, and none of them will take all 4 of us. Some say, maybe Tuesday. Maybe. Their mom left 6 weeks ago. Said she was going to her sister's. She left a note and half a bottle of Advil. No calls since. I tried to hold things together. Bathing at gas stations, telling stories, keeping bedtime routines so the kids would fall asleep believing everything was fine. But last night, my middle one, Micah, talked in his sleep. He whispered, "Dad, I like this place better than the motel." And my heart just cracked. He was right. And I knew. Maybe tonight would be the last night I could keep things together like this. This morning, as I was about to pull the tent down, Micah stirred. "Dad," he mumbled, rubbing his eyes. "Can we go feed the ducks again?" The ducks at the little pond near the rest stop. Last night, for the first time in weeks, he laughed out loud. I forced a smile. "Sure, buddy." Once the others wake up. By the time we packed up and brushed our teeth at the spigot behind the building, the morning sun was already turning the grass golden. Toby, my youngest, held my hand and babbled away. Caleb, my oldest, kicked rocks and asked, "Dad, are we going hiking again today?" I was just about to tell them we couldn't stay another night when I saw her, a woman in her 60s, carrying a paper bag and a big thermos. I figured she'd ask if we were okay, or worse, tell us we had to move on. But she just smiled and held out the bag. "Good morning. Would the kids like some breakfast?" The kids lit up before I could answer. Inside were warm biscuits and hard-boiled eggs. The thermos held hot chocolate, not coffee, chocolate just for them. "I'm Jean," she said, sitting down on the curb with us. "I've seen you all here the past few nights." I nodded, not sure what to say. I didn't want pity. But her face didn't hold pity, just kindness. "I've been through hard times too," she said softly. "Back in 1999, my daughter and I lived in a church van for 2 months. My eyes widened. "Really? Really? People walked right past us like we were invisible. I don't want to do the same." Somehow, I told her everything. About the motels, about my wife leaving, about all the shelters saying maybe. She listened, nodding. Then she said something that stopped me cold. "Come with me. I know a place." "A shelter?" "No. Better." We followed her beat-up car down a gravel road. My hands gripped the wheel, my heart pounding. In the mirror, I saw the kids laughing, Toby telling some silly story. They had no idea we were chasing a miracle. We pulled up to a little farm. Red house, white fence, a few goats chewing grass. On the gate was a sign, Second Wind Project. Jean explained. It was a place built by volunteers for families in crisis. No endless forms, no red tape, just people helping people. You'll have a roof, food, and time to get back on your feet, she said. I swallowed hard. What's the catch? No catch. Just help out a little, feed the goats, clean up, fix fences if you can. That night, for the first time in weeks, we slept in a room with walls, a fan, and light. I tucked the kids in and then sat on the floor and cried like a child. A week later, I was chopping wood, mending fences, learning how to milk goats. The kids chased chickens, picked berries, and learned to say thank you at every meal. One night, I asked Jean, "How did you even find this place?" She smiled. I didn't. I built it. I used to be a nurse. This land was my grandmother's. I decided, instead of just being a memory, I'd make it a guidepost for someone else. Her words stayed with me. 2 weeks turned into a month. I picked up work at a repair shop in town. The wiry old boss, Frank, handed me my first paycheck in a white envelope and said, "Come back Monday if you want to keep at it." 6 weeks later, I had enough for a small apartment. Crooked walls, pipes rattling at night, but ours. We moved in the day before school started. The kids never once asked why we left the motel or why we slept in a tent. They just called it our adventure. And Micah, even now, still tells his friends about the time we lived on a farm, fixing fences with goats watching us the whole time. So if there's one thing this journey has taught me, it's this. Never give up, no matter how dark the night feels. The light is always waiting at the end of the road. Believe in kindness, because if you hold on, if you keep hope alive, God will send you your angel, just like He sent Jean to us. Maybe my wife's leaving was something I could never change. Maybe it was meant to be. But because of Jean's kindness, because of her heart, my children and I now have a new beginning. A chapter that may be even brighter than anything we had before. And I've learned, sometimes the end of one story is really just the start of another.